taking you through a detailed timeline of the whole crash, and my PCR crew will be taking my screen on air when we're talking about the timeline of the glitches and the ATC and the technical snag that we have been reporting at the Delhi airport. Now on November 5th to 6th, the technical glitch begins in ATC's automatic message switching system and causing minor delays. Controllers switch to manual flight plan processing. And when we're talking about November 7th, the disruption worsens and the airport authorities and Delhi airport issue first advisories warning of widespread delays due to AMSS failure, which is what we have been talking about, the technical snag and the issue with the air traffic control that cooperates and coordinates with that. And on November 7, around over 100 to 300 flights delayed with Indigo, Air India and SpiceJet alert passengers, operations slow across northern India. And another, when we're talking about another detail regarding November 7 in the afternoon, it was peak chaos yesterday. It was around 400 to 800 plus flights delayed nationwide, some cancelled, and long queues and passenger congestion at the terminals, which when we're talking about any delays in Delhi is a huge chaos for other places as well, which spilled over several other cities as well, whether it's Lucknow, Jaipur, Mumbai. Anyone who has a flight in Delhi or was going to and fro from Delhi or had a layover at Delhi was facing huge crisis, and there was long queues that were formed at the boarding station as well. Another detail to note in terms of November 7, the night, was that the Airport Authority of India announced that AMSS restored. Indigo says operations gradually normalizing, though backlogs continue. And when we're talking about today, the November the 8th, Delhi airport confirms situation improving and full normalcy expected soon, and minor adjustments in schedules persist. So that's the details regarding November the 8th, and obviously any congestion because of this was due to the fact that they changed it to manual setting, and any process was manually monitored, which led to it was a very time-taking process. That's why there was a huge issue and crisis for Delhi airport. But now what we're getting to know today is Delhi airport confirmed situation is currently improving. Now joining me on the telecast is Dr. Vandana Singh, aviation expert. Dr. Vandana Singh, when we are talking about an issue like this, do you think in your perspective and in your expertise that there is an alternative for something like this? Because obviously it was a huge crisis at Delhi airport. Around, at least yesterday, we saw 800 plus flights were delayed, and now it took couple of hours and a lot of engineers to monitor and solve this crisis. So in terms of your expertise, what exactly is the cause behind this technical snag, and what exactly is the alternative?
Firstly, thank you, Ria, for having me on this show. And I'm myself on the way to the airport to take a flight. That is why I've come on live. So basically, this AMSS is a critical component, as we know, of the air traffic control infrastructure. And the failure of it can significantly impact entire airport operations, messaging, landing of flights, takeoff of flights, air routes, all of it, including flight schedules. So basically, there is a lot of safety risk, and definitely it leads to air traffic congestion, other than, of course, a lot of ripple effects over other airports, as you rightfully said, about 800 flights over and more being delayed. Even the flight that I'm taking is delayed by 6 hours. Now, to avoid such glitches, first of all, there has to be a robust backup system. The question is, do we have a robust backup system? Meaning that anything that's redundant or proper audits to be done on critical infrastructure like the AMSS, this can minimize disruptions. Was this being done? Was there regular maintenance? What were the disaster recovery plans? What were the contingency plans? and system upgrades, were they being updated? Were they being modernized? Were they being, looking at possible failures? And even when it comes to staff training, like you rightfully put, training the ATC staff to handle manual processes during system failures, there are regular drills for this. Was this done? Were they being done timely? So this could have actually avoided this long, time that it's taken to even come to a bit of a normalcy as we speak. Over to you, Rhea.
And Dr. Vandana, what I'm getting to know is that several experts are also suspecting that the Delhi airport might have experienced a GPS spoofing scare, which affected aircraft operations across and around Delhi. And according to that, the GPS spoofing, due to which several flights were either diverted, causing congestion, pardon me, and GPS spoofing involves transmitting fake satellite signals to mislead aircraft about their actual positions, potentially throwing off navigation by up to 2,500 kilometers. So in terms of your perspective, do you think that GPS spoofing was involved in this?
Okay, Ria, as I mentioned, I'm also about to take a flight in a few hours. GPS spoofing is a very common thing these days. We even hear this happening, pardon me, on various top level presidential aircraft, and you see of GPS spoofing that's happening. However, at this point in time, the Airport Authority of India is ruling out the possibility of a cyber attack, and the cyber unit has confirmed so far that no such alert or such incident is reported for this particular case. But coming to GPS spoofing, it's absolutely common, especially over the war-torn areas and airspaces which are already blocked. This is absolutely real in today's time and age. Over to you.
All right, Dr. Vandana Singh, thank you so much for joining us on the telecast. Meanwhile, my colleague Brian Thomas has filed a ground report. Let's take a look at that.
Well, the Delhi airport was facing major issues yesterday, where over 800 to 1,000 flights were delayed because of a technical glitch that happened at the AMSS system that also powers the ATS. We are at the IGI airport. Many flights from SpiceJet, Indigo were facing delays. And clearly after that there were 800 to 900 flights that were delayed. Our flight, SpiceJet, when we were traveling from Patna, was also delayed, and now the Delhi airport has issued an advisory stating that the automatic message switching system that supports air traffic control's flight planning process is now being resolved, and flight operations are also returning to normal, and all concerned authorities are also working to minimize inconvenience. Not only that, Indigo has also issued a statement saying that airport operator and ATC teams are working on priority to fully restore systems and stabilize operations following the technical glitch. The airline also added that the situation is expected to return to normal within the next few hours, and there would be, during this period also, there would be some departure and arrival timings that will continue to be adjusted, and their teams are also working on ground and actively assisting customers with updated schedules, onward connections and real-time informations to make sure that the travel becomes seamless. But yes, yesterday, because of the AMSS, there was a major delay that people were facing. 1 hour to 2 hour delays that the passengers were experiencing. There were many flights that were not getting the proper information to land, and they were hovering around in the air. So clearly a major issue that was faced, and now the AMSS system is also now getting gradually back to normal, as even given by the Delhi issued a statement by the Delhi Airport Limited. This is me, Brian Thomas, signing out. Camera person Himanshu for Newsx.
Now, cracked on